Did you find an old court record of yours on the internet? Don't worry, there are ways to remove this type of content from public view. In this video, we will cover how to remove court records from the internet and answer other questions surrounding the process. Hi, I'm Melanie Hughes, a paralegal at Mink Law. One of the biggest issues that our clients call us about is old court records of lawsuits, arrests, and other embarrassing issues that have popped up in their internet search results. Employers, friends, family, you name it, can find these things online and cause extreme embarrassment and even hold people back when it comes to their career, relationships, and life in general. In this video, I'm going to discuss what type of legal records are online, why court records are allowed to be published online, the benefits of removing such records, how to remove public records from the internet, and lastly, how to improve your chances of sealing or expunging a court record. If you've been involved in any sort of legal action, chances are there's a record of it online. Anything from police warrants to full court dockets containing information about the past and pending cases can be found on the internet. Criminal arrests, convictions, and warrants can be published online, along with bankruptcy, domestic relations, and civil court proceedings. Third-party websites like Pacer Monitor, Legal, and Plain Sight search public records and then publish the court documents that they find. However, it's important to note that these types of sites have no affiliation with the legal system. Court proceedings and records have always been available to the public. Before the internet, the public was able to go down to their local courthouse or library and look up court records and documents. The First Amendment, the Freedom of Information Act, and public record laws of each state allow court records to be published or accessed online. Some of the reasons behind making court proceedings and records public are so citizens can hold courts and the government accountable to ensure accuracy and avoid errors, oversights, and injustices, to teach the public about law, accountability, and consequences, to allow the media and journalists access to report on proceedings, and lastly, for law students to study cases and further their education. There are exceptions to these laws and regulations, such as when an individual's right to privacy outweighs the public interest in accessing court information. For example, juvenile court proceedings, adoption and paternity proceedings, domestic violence, protection orders, and psychological evaluations are confidential and are not made available to the public. If you find your court record online, there are ways to remove it, which will be discussed later in this video. If an old, unflattering court record is coming up in your search results, it may be beneficial to have it removed. According to Monster.com, 77% of employers are Googling applicants to help them research their candidates. In addition to removing an online court record so your potential employers don't find it, there are other advantages of removing public court records from the internet. Some of these benefits include restoring your privacy and confidentiality, protecting your personal information from identity theft, eliminating embarrassing situations with friends, family, or coworkers, gaining stable employment or allowing professional growth, and the ability to date on or offline without the fear of someone finding out about your past or acquiring the wrong impression about you. While every situation is unique and each state and court has their own rules and procedures, removing public records from the internet can generally be boiled down to a two-step process. First, in most cases, you need to file a motion to seal or expunge the court records. To seal or expunge a record, you or your attorney will need to file a motion with the court where the original proceeding took place. If the judge agrees to grant the motion, they will sign an order granting your request. The process to seal or expunge records vary for each state. It's best to contact the court where the original proceeding occurred and ask about the process. Second, you or your attorney will need to present the order sealing or expunging the record to the website where the content is hosted. When a court record gets sealed, websites will often update their databases to reflect this decision and honor the court's decision. In order to seal or expunge your records, you must first find out if your legal case is eligible to be expunged or sealed. Look into your court's local rules or contact your clerk of courts for eligibility requirements. There are certain types of cases that cannot be sealed or expunged from your record, like serious criminal convictions such as rape or murder. If you are eligible, you should keep the following information in mind to improve your chances of obtaining a sealment or expungement. First, you should successfully complete your sentence. Avoid getting into any additional trouble like violating your probation or committing another crime. Contact your clerk of court for a list of filing requirements, including any fees or forms needed for the process. Make sure to obtain a copy of your court file, including any dismissal paperwork. Attend any hearing date that is set and be timely. And lastly, hire an attorney who has experience filing these types of motions who can help guide you through the process. If you can't get your records sealed or expunged, are you just out of luck? No. There are many ways to do things, and you should speak with a legal expert to explore your options. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more content about online defamation and content removal issues. And if you have court records online that you are looking to remove, give our firm a call. I'd be happy to discuss the options with you. You can also take a look at resources on our website for more information. That's it for today. This is Melanie Hughes at Mink Law, and I'll see you in the next video.